What's up, me hearties? This is the Dr. Disaster Daily Show, hosted by me, the dreaded space pirate Dr. Disaster, and today we're going to be laughing our butts off at the fact that everyone's favorite hotel, the Galactic Starcruiser, has sputtered out so bad that it's being shut down for good. I love to say I told you so to the idiots who claimed that the Galactic Starcruiser was a magnificent idea. Schadenfreude, as you may remember, is one of my favorite things. What's important to remember though here, folks, what's more important than our Schadenfreude is the fact that this is an opportunity to take the white pill. This is an opportunity to realize that we do have the power to fight back against these cockroaches who are subverting our favorite IPs. There's a reason they stopped making Star Wars movies for so long after Solo bombed at the box office, after all. It was us. We didn't go to their movie, they weren't making any money on it, they stopped making the movies. There's a reason that Mando Season 3's viewership seems to have tanked. It was us. And there's a reason the Galactic Starcruiser has now been blown to smithereens.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
Mockery works against those suffering from wokeness. They can't stand it, and that's why we'll keep doing it. Everyone mocked the Starcruiser and its ridiculous value proposition to death. Of course, the Disney shills and the media attempt to do damage control for their corporate overlords. They refuse to mention how disliked the Starcruiser attraction was. In their articles breaking the news of the Starcruiser's demise, you can sense them coping and seething. It's glorious. They blame the hotel's failure on purely economical reasons. But what do you think? Why did it fail so hard? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below and we will discuss. Now, we're going to take a look at a few of the articles covering the Starcruiser's death, and we're going to look back at a few clips of the Starcruiser in action to showcase the truth behind why this thing failed, which, if I were a weatherman, I'd be warning you that the forecast for much of the rest of this video calls for severe cringe. Try not to let your face freeze in this position.
This is the worst!
Alright, let's take a look at this article from USA Today. Disney World's Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser will make its final voyage this fall. The first of its kind experience debuted in spring 2022. What do you want to bet it's also going to be the last of its kind experience, at least for quite a while? But I digress, letting longtime Star Wars fans enter the Star Wars universe for an immersive two-night adventure. Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is one of our most creative projects ever, and has been praised by our guests and recognized for setting a new bar for innovation and immersive entertainment. A new bar. I mean, a low bar. If that's what you mean, then yes, I agree. Otherwise, a new bar? As in, it's great? I mean, come on, guys. Let's be real. You guys are closing after a year. After a year. And, they're gonna pretend that it only had to do with price. As we read these articles, they're gonna keep talking about price, and I have ragged on the price, and I agree that price is a problem for this thing, but you can't hide the fact that this was a piece of shit idea. You can't hide the fact that there was no saving it. I wouldn't have gone to this for $100, for a mere $100. The fact that they were wanting, upwards of like $6,000 for the experience is just icing on the cake. It's the slap in the face that they think that we are stupid enough to go and do this. So, yeah, I'm not going to let that one go. Yes, the price is terrible, but we cannot pretend that it is the only problem with it. Anyway, this premium boutique experience, I can't stand the flowery language. Give me a second to collect myself. Okay. This premium boutique experience gave us the opportunity to try new things on a smaller scale of 100 rooms, and as we prepare for its final voyage, we will take what we've learned to create future experiences that can reach more of our guests and fans, a Walt Disney World spokesperson said in a statement Thursday, the same day Disney announced it would not be moving forward with its planned Lake Nona campus in Florida. I've got to say, I think it's hilarious then that, they're planning to do future experiences like this, because, of course, they want to spin it as if this was a great success. But it seems to me, it sounds like what they're saying is that Star Wars is a damaged brand and that this kind of experience isn't going to work for Star Wars. Now, imagine, if you will, that they had a hotel like that, but it instead featured classic Disney characters. I don't know, off the top of my head, we'll say like Beauty and the Beast. What if we had, what is his name, Pierre, the candle guy, singing Be Our Guest? I don't know how you would pull that off. They've got holograms and stuff. We've seen it. I don't know what they would do exactly, but imagine something like that. That might actually do okay, once again, if the price wasn't so just awful. Kids would probably appreciate the cosplay and the immersion, but for Star Wars, it was always a stupid idea. And if you want an example of this, let me show it to you here.
My name is Layton Mock. I am the cruise director of the Halcyon. Yay! And this is SK620. They are my right-hand droid and very valuable member of our crew. SK, please monitor the departure operations, and thank you for the time check. Now, you've all been your Sasha, yes? Yes. Wonderful. I am so excited for you to continue to get to know them throughout your journey. They venture far beyond the depths of this ship. But for now, Station Auric, Besh, Crush, and Dorn. When I say passengers, are you with me? I want you to shout out with your station name. Passengers, are you with me? That is the energy I love to hear. And I have to say, there's an energy unlike any other for this voyage. I have to say, it cannot possibly surpass the amount of joy that myself and the Halcyon crew welcome you to the Halcyon. Right, Halcyon crew?
Who let the lemon head into the room? You are a waste of life, and you should give up.
Alright, now let's take a look at this article from CNN for more coping and seething. Disney World is closing its Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser in September. Walt Disney World is closing down Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, one of its newest and splashiest attractions, at the end of September, the resort announced Thursday. The ultra-immersive and ultra-pricey bow to the Star Wars universe opened to much fanfare in spring 2022. I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that. Of course it did sell out. People did go to the Star Cruiser. It was, for a month or two, it was booked all the way out. It was sold out. But they had to start putting discounts out there almost right away. We saw them canceling voyages almost right away. This did not open to much fanfare. It opened to very little fanfare and a lot of mockery. Let's be real. Some of my videos from last year where I was mocking the Galactic Starcruiser were some of the best videos I ever did as far in terms of viewership. People really got into it. A lot of people who disagree with me fundamentally about the direction of Disney's Star Wars still watched my videos and gave me thumbs up, and you know, they discovered afterwards that, you know, I despise Kathleen Kennedy and I dislike Disney Star Wars, and of course then we parted ways. But they were tuning in because everybody realized what a freaking boondoggle all of this was. A $1 billion boondoggle. Anyway, the concept has been touted as much more than a hotel stay with sci-fi decorations. Yeah, that's what you idiots have been saying. That's what you guys have been saying, but the rest of us realize that's exactly what it is. Anyway, voyages include 2 nights of lodging, but also all food, programming, entertainment, and special access to the Galaxy's Edge area of the Hollywood Studios theme park in Orlando, Florida. When CNN asked Disney why the attraction was closing, a spokesperson said it was, quote, a business decision, end quote, and did not elaborate. If you want to know why this thing was closing, go ahead and take a look at this clip.
My property has gone missing in the middle of the night.
Not technically your property.
I just want to, it's just nothing but an innocent questioning. No, it's such a clean droid.
It is a very clean droid.
Yes?
I know where he is.
Where did you find?
Somewhere where you have respect, which is not here.
Isn't this yours, Guido?
I might
I'll need your help in keeping this one in line.
River.
I missed the yesterday river. The today river, a bit disrespectful.
River, always speak your truth. It's very important. Lieutenant, why don't we come this way?
What if the truth is life?
He's such a bitch.
I mean, it is no big secret. This was an absolute piece of crap experience. I will reiterate, if I could take my entire family to this experience for like $100 or, you know, whatever it costs to get a normal room at a hotel, I wouldn't do it. I would find this annoying. You know, say it was $100 a night or $120 or whatever, you know, your going rate for a hotel is. Down there, I'm sure that the going rate for a hotel is a lot more expensive. But just say, you know, it was the same cost as an average hotel, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't get anything out of it. I would be annoyed by these people. These actors are not very good. It wasn't well thought out. It was an idea, a vanity project by Disney, and I suspect, you know, Kathleen Kennedy and the likes of her, of the bigwigs at Disney, they all thought they had this brilliant idea. They all thought that people were going to fall in love with Disney Star Wars, and this was going to make them billions of dollars. But it's not going to happen. There's no way it's going to happen. And that clip, these clips that I've been showing you, are prime examples of what I'm talking about. They thought that this was a great idea. What the hell is wrong with them? Anyway, let's take a look at one more article here from the Washington Post. Disney to close $5,000 Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser hotel. I mean, it's right there in the headline, of course. They keep on harping on price, and I will reiterate, yes, the price was atrocious. $5,000, $6,000, whatever the hell it is for this experience. It is entirely too much money. It's unrealistic to expect people to pay for that, especially in the current economic climate that we are all suffering in. But my goodness, it is not the only reason. We have to point out that this was not well thought out. It wasn't well put together. Former Disney CEO Bob Chapek announced the project in 2017 when he was chairman of the theme parks division, promising a revolutionary experience that would let Star Wars fans dress up, participate in adventures, and immerse themselves in constant role-playing. and I've got to stop to point out that it's funny to me that they're trying to spin this. Once again, they're trying to spin this in such a way that they're protecting Bob Iger. This is misleading. Look at this paragraph here. Former Disney CEO Bob Chapek announced the project in 2017. That makes it sound like he was the CEO of the company at the time, and that's not true. I mean, granted, of course, right afterwards they said that when he was chairman of the theme parks division, but people don't put that stuff together. People read the first thing that you say and they associate, that first title, the former Disney CEO. Oh, he was the CEO and he announced this project. Obviously, the Galactic Starcruiser is his fault. When, of course, Bob Iger was the CEO of the company at the time, and the whole thing, $1 billion project, would have had to have been greenlit by him. He would have known about it. There's no getting around this. Bob Iger is at least partially responsible for what we're talking about here. Anyhow, it's unlike anything that exists today, he said. The attraction, which some compare more to a cruise than a hotel, opened in March 2022. It allowed guests to live out Star Wars fantasies, taking part in lightsaber training or droid racing competitions. Lessons in sabacc, an in-universe card game, were available, and story moments provided choose-your-own-adventure action. The stay also included a transport shuttle to the Star Wars section of Disney's Hollywood Studios and its 2 rides and themed meals. And then this little tweet that they've got underneath here, incredibly disappointed. The Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is shutting down. It was an amazing experience I got to enjoy with 2 of my longtime friends who are fellow Star Wars fans. Disappointed the price point was so high and that I won't get to take my family someday. Dude, I've gotta say, as a family man myself, the fact that you went to such an expensive excursion with your friends rather than your family, that's the disappointing thing to me. Is that there's a man out there who would rather take his friends rather than his family to an experience like that. If that's something that your family was going to enjoy, there's my criticism right there. It's a little bit of an aside. I couldn't help it though. When I saw this, it bothered me. As a father, as a husband, there's no way I would have gone to something that expensive without them. It's pretty selfish, dude. But, what can we expect from, the Raylo types, the people who actually find this sort of thing cool? Once again, you want to know why this thing was canceled. Yes, the price was too much. But, it's the fact that nobody was paying it. It's the fact that nobody was paying it because the value proposition was all wrong, because it was bad. It was bad cosplay. Let's take a look at one more clip here.
Is now a good time to discuss your journey? My name is D309, the logistics droid of the Halcyon, and I'll be available to you here during your journey. It's easy. This is where we'll talk throughout your journey.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I know,
To cap things off here, I guess I just wanted to say, once again, this is a white pill moment. We can affect change in these companies. We can affect change in their organization. We can affect change positively here. I mean, I'm not going to make any claims right now or anything, but if there was anything that was going to get Kathleen Kennedy fired, good Lord, you would think that the state of Disney Star Wars, that the state of the Galactic Starcruiser, that would do it. You would think. They spent $1 billion into this thing. There's no way they came even close to making that money back. $1 billion. And it's all down the tube. I mean, I guess they could, write it off as research and development. Hey, this didn't work, but we know now how to do things similar to this, so maybe we can try it with other brands. But they took what was a slam dunk of an IP. Star Wars is easy. Star Wars should have been very, very easy to make lots and lots of money. The money should have been there if you had just taken the time to write stories that people would have appreciated, we would have been buying your merchandise for decades and decades to come. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.